What is up? It is episode number 11 of the Omaha Dreams podcast, hosted by
Brendan Young, career 300 high school hitter, zero-star baseball recruit, and Connor Heilman, the all-time leader in Little League walks, eyes like a hawk, but he ain't built like one.
So let's get into it. We're going to start with our mid-week recap, and then we're going to move into our weekend preview for week 7. Let's move right into it, baby. Tuesday, 5 Florida State versus Florida. This game, as we said,
Number 14, Florida.
14 Florida. Yep, I'm sorry.
Don't disrespect them like that.
Yeah, that was disrespectful of me. This game, as we said before, was at 121 Financial Park in Jacksonville, home of the Jumbo Shrimp, the AAA affiliate for the Marlins. So I took Florida State here. I think you took Florida, right?
Yeah, I took Florida.
Well,
I was right.
You were right.
Yeah, Florida ends up winning this one 6-3. Florida State jumps out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Florida quickly responds in the bottom of the inning and then goes on to score one in the bottom of the second. In the bottom of the fifth, the score is 2-2. Wyatt Langford triples and eventually scores on a ground out to the second baseman. Derek Fabian strikes out in the inning because he steps out of the batter's box.
I was watching that, and that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, umpire sucks. That guy's a hardo, and I don't like him. His name is Scott Klein. And then
I guess he gave him a warning, is what they were saying, but like still, that's kind of ridiculous.
That guy sucks. His grandkids probably don't like him. Anyways, Josh Ferreira hits a 2-run home run in the inning, and the Gators take a 3-run lead at 5-2, and then they hold on to the lead, end up winning 6-3.
Josh Rivera had a great day. He goes 3 for 4. He has a double. He has that home run, as you said. He finishes with 3 RBIs, and he had a stolen base on the day too.
He turned 2 double plays too.
Yeah,
that's short.
Fielding machine.
Yeah. So Florida bounces back after their loss to LSU last week. So
yeah,
that was pretty big for
Florida
them.
State had 2 errors in this game, but I think even with that being said, Florida bounced back and they look good.
Yeah, it didn't cost them enough runs to. There was one error they had cost them a run, but the other one didn't amount to anything.
Yeah, for sure. Next game we have was 19 Dallas Baptist at Louisiana. I took the Bulldogs with this upset again. They're my team. I do like the Bulldogs a lot.
Yeah.
Dallas Baptist wins this one 7-4.
What's Dallas Baptist's mascot? Do you know?
I don't know. Let me look that up.
All right.
You start the recap here.
Well, Dallas Baptist wins 7-4, so Connor's wrong again.
Yep.
And Dallas Baptist takes a 3-0 lead in the top of the fourth. Louisiana Tech scores 2 in the bottom of the fifth. Both teams score 2 runs in the 6th inning.
Super professional there.
Yeah.
Notification on.
The score is going to be 5-4.
That's wrong.
Not the final score.
Oh, okay.
Both teams scored 2 in the 6th inning, and the score would be 5-4. Dallas Baptist scores a run in the 8th and 9th and kind of seals the deal.
Yeah. So Dallas Baptist is the Patriots.
That's a solid name.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Except for if you're the New England Patriots, then
they're all right.
No.
Okay. Well, I want to shout out Chandler Arnold. He comes in to close this game out. He gets his 5th save this season. So,
Hey, Arnold.
Hey, Arnold. Yeah. Louisiana Tech did have 2 errors in this game and 3 unearned runs. So if they clean that up, they probably send this one into extra innings. But
it's looking like a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas Baptist proves in this one that it proves again that they're a great team. They can win pretty much anywhere. They can compete with whoever. So
yeah, they're 1 in RPI right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they have one of the toughest schedules, as we've said. As they move into conference play, I think it's gonna look good for the Patriots here.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna start cruising.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and I think, who knows? It depends on
how things shake out.
Yeah. So, but if they get a good schedule and they have a lot of momentum, this team could end up making a deep run, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. So next game we got is 6 Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. This game was at Onoke Field in Tulsa, home of the Tulsa Drillers, the AA affiliate for the Dodgers.
Dodgers suck.
You're
Connor wanted to hang a Dodgers jersey today. If you couldn't tell.
I should have put the Freeman one up.
No, I don't have a Freeman jersey.
Well, you have
the
the Freeman
Freeman-
Braves jersey.
Well, I have the shirt, but same difference. But
Yeah,
if you would have hung a Freddie Freeman Dodgers jersey up, I would have hung you.
you would have cried.
I would have cried.
I took Oklahoma State here. I think you did as well.
Yeah, I took them as well.
Oklahoma wins this 7-6. Oklahoma State had a 6-5 lead in the ninth. The Sooners would get an RBI single from Blake Robertson to tie it up. 3 batters later, Sebastian Ordono would draw a walk to score a Mason Lowe to get the walk-off win. I don't know.
Yeah, that sloppy last inning really just
Yeah.
blew it for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Trevor Martin, he's that last pitcher. He literally collects 1 out and lets up all those runs.
Yeah.
And gets the loss.
Jackson Nicholas for Oklahoma does have a good day, though. I want to shout him out. He goes 2 for 3 with a walk. He has a double and 3 RBIs, so solid day for him. 15 Arizona at Grand Canyon.
Wait, so you're what, 0 for 3 right now?
Yeah,
Oh, word.
yeah. It's okay. I'll bounce back here. 15 Arizona at Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon wins the first game. They played 19-3. I took Arizona.
Yeah, I took Arizona too.
Okay, so Arizona wins 5-3, so I go 1 for 3
So far.
on Tuesday. Yeah. 2 of the Lopes runs came in the 8th to a drop ball, so I mean it wasn't close. Arizona out hits the Lopes 8-4. Arizona pitching staff, they only needed 3 guys, which during the midweek that's as good as you can get. Chandler Murphy goes 4. Eric Orloff would get 3 1/3 and he gets the dub. And then Holden Christian would go 1 1/3 and get his 4th save of the season.
Yeah, Arizona looked good in this one. Daniel Susak hits another home run in the top of the 6th inning. He's a monster. He's one of the best catchers in the country.
Yeah.
And Chase Davis looked good as well. He had 2 hits. I think he went 2 for 4 with a double. So.
Yeah. We do have a couple upsets on Tuesday, so let's move into those. Boston College at 25 UNC. BC wins this one 5-3. They out hit UConn 13-7. There's not much to say about this game. UConn didn't look great. They're going to look to bounce back as they travel to Kent State this weekend. Kent State's 9-10. I think they can do it. I think if they drop a game, though, they have a good chance to drop out of the top 25.
I mean, how embarrassing is it for UConn as a basketball school to lose to another basketball school in baseball?
Is Boston College really a basketball school, though? Not really.
No.
Yeah. Bad take by you, but okay, let's move to Texas A&M at 8 Texas. This was sold out at UFCU Dish Falk Field, the home of the Longhorns, and you know who wins this game? A&M.
The Aggies.
Yeah, the Aggies win it 12-9. This game was tied up 4-4 going into the top of the 4th. A&M's Dylan Rock would rock a grand salami to give A&M the 8-4 lead, and the Longhorns would just not be able to rebound.
Yeah. I mean, Texas, like they
keep losing to their rivals.
They do.
Yeah.
They keep losing all these midweek games too, which
Yeah.
is weird, but
So I do want to note 2 dudes for A&M. They were responsible for 10 of the runs, or 10 RBIs. Dylan Rock, the left fielder, who I already talked about, he goes 3 for 4 with the double, the home run, and 5 RBIs. And then first baseman Jack Moss would go 5 for 5. He hits for the cycle, and he has 5 RBIs. So solid day for those 2 guys.
yeah, great day.
We're going to talk about, well, I'll talk about Texas later. They have another rivalry game coming up this weekend, and we'll see how they do.
Hopefully not well.
We'll see. 20
Horns
Texas
down, baby.
20 Texas State at Sam Houston is the next upset. Sam Houston wins this one 12-9. They out hit Texas State 16-11. They get a couple huge innings. They get 4 in the second, 3 in the third, and 4 in the sixth.
And 4th and the 6th.
Yeah, exactly. They get 1 in the first as well, so not as big of an inning, but they have a great day. Texas State's going to try to bounce back as they travel to Appalachian State. They're 10 and 13. I don't know. I think Texas State is, if they don't have a good weekend here, they could fall out of the top 25 as well.
Yeah, they definitely could, especially with some of the teams that could be on the come up.
Yeah, they keep dropping these. They dropped a midweek game last week as well, so we'll see what they do this weekend. But if they have a huge weekend, I think they'll be okay. But even though Appalachian State's 10 and 13, they kind of scare me. They have that nice stadium in Boone. I think it's scary.
It could go well for them.
Yeah. Last game we have is Apple Christian at 12 TCU. Christian matchup here.
Yeah, battle of the Christians.
Yeah. Apple Christian wins this one 6-2. They get a huge four-run fourth inning and then pick up 2 in the 6th, which the Horned Frogs just could not overcome.
Yeah, TCU had a rough week.
Yeah.
They also get upset again.
Before we move into that, I want to shout out 8 Abilene Christian's pitchers. They only need 3 guys as well. And for a smaller school like that, especially with the midweek, that's huge.
And against a ranked opponent.
Yeah.
In-state rival.
Yeah. 3 pitchers would combine, only allowing 2 earned runs on 6 hits, 2 walks with 11 Ks. So solid outing for those guys. Wednesday, I'll let you take it.
Yeah, TCU gets upset again. They lose to University of Texas San Antonio, UTSA Roadrunners. They lose 12-8. It's a rough week for TCU.
Yeah, UTSA will score 3 runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th in this one. The Horned Frogs give up 4 errors. Only 1 run is unearned, though, but they do walk 11, so not a great performance by them.
Walking 11 is kind of ridiculous, but
yeah, I want to give a shout out to second baseman Jonathan Tapia for UTSA. He goes 3 for 4 with a walk. He has 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. So solid day for him.
And then lastly,
well, I do want to talk about TCU. They're going to have to try to bounce back as they have a very good, not a very good, but a good West Virginia squad coming into town. They're sitting at 14-9. I don't know. I think TCU could drop if they drop 2 games here. They could.
I mean, they lost 2 already this week.
If you're sitting at 1-4 at the end of the week, that's not going to be great for you.
Yeah, I mean, even if they lose 1 game during the weekend, they're sitting at
2-3 for the week.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely, even without this weekend happening, I could definitely see them dropping out of the top 25.
I don't know if out of the top 25, but
because there's no way they sweep West Virginia.
I don't think so. No,
so
I think 2 if they go 2-3 though, I think they'll stay in the top 25.
I don't know. They're what, 16?
They're 12. They're pretty high. So
why are they 12? That's whack. They suck.
All right, last game is 17 Miami at Florida Gulf Coast. I took Miami.
I took Miami as well.
Miami wins this 11-7. The Hurricanes get 10 in the 3rd.
Yeah, they score all but 1 of their runs in that inning.
Yeah,
they're basically just running a relay race on the base bats here. They're just getting runners on base, hitting singles, sending guys in.
Yeah,
and then Max Romero hits a 3-run home run in this inning.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Jake Garland. He has an okay day. He goes 5 innings pitched, allows 4 earned runs on 9 hits, gets 8 Ks, but he gets his 4th win of the season. So pretty good year for him so far.
For sure.
All right, let's move into the weekend preview. We got 14 Florida at 23 Georgia. This is a 3-game set, Thursday to Saturday. Florida is 18-7. They're 3-3 in conference play. Georgia is 19-6. They're 3-3 in conference play as well. What do you think?
I don't know, man. Florida, I mean, despite losing last week to LSU, I think they had some good games.
Yeah, they definitely bounced back with that Florida State win, I think.
Yeah, and I just think they're having a better year than Georgia right now.
Yeah, I think Florida has the edge in hitting, pitching, and defense.
Yeah, I think their one guy, Judd Fabian, who I don't know. He has to be related to that other Fabian dude on the roster. Anyways, he's leading the team with homers right now. He'll definitely make an impact for Florida.
Yeah, he has 10 home runs right now. Derek Fabian is the other guy.
Derek Fabian. They have to be related.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, my guy to watch for Florida is Wyatt Langford. Through 25 games, he's hit 351, 9 home runs, and 27 RBIs. I'm going to bring this guy up again because he's a stud. Lefty, Hunter Barco, 6 starts, he's 5-1. He has a 1.41 ERA, over 38.1 innings pitched. He has 52 Ks, and he has a whip of 0.63.
Yeah, the Gators will be able to get a win out of him on Friday night. Just whether or not they can win one of those last 2 games to win the series.
Yeah. Georgia, my guys to watch is catcher Corey Collins. Through 23 games, he's hit 309. He has a 462 on base percentage, 7 home runs, and 22 RBIs.
You know he's related to Chris Collinsworth?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun little nugget. How'd you find that out?
I'm messing with you.
Wow. Okay. Well, my pitcher is ready, Jonathan Cannon, who we've talked about many times. Through 6 starts, he's 5-1 as well. He's posted a 1.96 ERA over 41 and a third innings pitched. He has 43 Ks, and he has a whip of 0.60. So
I got somebody for the Bulldogs.
Okay.
Ben Anderson.
Yeah, Ben Anderson's a stud as well.
Yeah, he's a grad student outfielder. He's hitting 369 right now with 5 stolen bases, which I think is like second on the team. And
it's first on the team. They don't have a lot of stolen bases.
Gotcha.
They only have 11.
Well, he's got almost half of them.
Yeah.
And he's got a OBP of 1.113. So
yeah, he leads the team in that. Or no, I guess Randon Jerrigan, who hasn't started yet, but he does some pinch hitting, I guess. He
pinch
leads the
hit
team.
stud.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking? Who are you taking?
I'm gonna take Florida.
I think I'm taking Florida too. I'm gonna take 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I honestly thought about taking the sweep here, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it. They're playing right now.
Yeah, so it's tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitches outside, 2-2 count to Connor Tate. So
next we're gonna move into number 22, Georgia Tech at number 4, Virginia. Georgia Tech is sitting at 17-9 with a 4-5 conference record. Their last 8 games, they're 3-5. Virginia is sitting at a great record of 23-2, 7-2 in conference play,
16-0 at home.
Yeah, and they're 7-1 in their last 8. What are you thinking?
I think Virginia has the edge in every category.
Yeah. Basically in almost every stat that I kind of look at for these.
Yeah.
I look at average, doubles, homers, slug, on base, walks, strikeouts. That for offense.
Yeah.
They lead in all of it but homers. Pitching.
I think homers they're tied 46 apiece.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Pitching, I look at ERA, opponent batting average, homers, hits, walks, and strikeouts.
Virginia blows them away in ERA. It's 2.33 to a 5.52, and then Virginia's batting average against is 1.187 to 0.267 for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Virginia leads in all those categories. And then defensively, I look at errors and fielding percentage, and they lead in both of those as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I know who you're going to pick. I'm going to pick Virginia, but we can go over who to look out for.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia Tech, you got to talk about this guy because he's the stud, right? Catcher Kevin Ferreira.
Yeah, we mentioned him
all
countless
the time.
times.
Yeah, all the time. 26 games, he's hit 378. He has a 473 on base percentage, 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. My pitcher is lefty Cody Carwile. The freshman through 8 appearances only has 1 start, but he has a 1.45 ERA over 18.2 innings pitched with 15 Ks. His opponent batting average is 129. His first start was last Sunday, so I'm interested to see if he's going to start again in this series. I think he could
Yeah, I had him as well. I think if he doesn't start, he's definitely going to come into one of these games and shut something down for at least 2 innings.
Yeah. For Virginia, third baseman Jake Geloff, or however you say it. Through 25 games, he's hit 442. He has a 536 on base percentage with 13 home runs and 47 RBIs. The dude's an absolute stud. And then I have lefty Nate Savino. Through 6 starts, he's 4-0. He's gone 35 innings pitched, posting a 2.06 ERA with 40 Ks.
I like Jack Hurley
Okay.
for Virginia. He's nasty too. He's hitting 470 with a 1.449 OPS, 9 homers. I wrote 9 homers and 28 homers. It was definitely 28 doubles.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's nasty. Definitely look out for him. I'm gonna go with the Cavaliers here.
2 out of 3.
I'm gonna go with the sweep.
I'm taking the sweep as well.
Yeah, Georgia Tech got swept by NC State last week.
They haven't been looking good.
Mm-mm.
I think Virginia's going to take advantage of that. They're a wagon at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not going to be close.
Yeah.
Next game we got is 16 Notre Dame at 5 Florida State. Notre Dame is 13-5. Florida State is 16-8. Notre Dame is 2-4 in conference play, while Florida State is 6-3 in conference play. I give Notre Dame the slight edge in every category, but we'll see. We'll see what I pick.
Okay.
My players to watch for Notre Dame, I have right fielder Brooks Coates. Through 18 games, he's hit 324, 6 home runs, and 18 RBIs. And then I have righty Austin Temple. Through 5 appearances, he has 1 start. He's gone 26 innings pitched, posting a 2.42 ERA with 34 Ks. I'm guessing you have the same guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Notre Dame's kind of weird. They've had a lot of games canceled up to this point, so it's hard to pick different people at this point because there's just some main guys at this point. For Florida State, I want to shout out right fielder Jamie Ferreira. Do you have him as well?
No, but it was I went with James Tibbs, and you were like Jay, and I was like, you took it again.
Well, Jamie Ferreira through 24 games, he's hit 344. He has 5 home runs and 21 RBIs.
James Tibbs, he's hitting 320 right now, 5 homers, 14 ribbies, and he hasn't made an error this year. So.
Nice. And then my pitcher is lefty Parker Messick. We've talked about him before. He's a stud. Through 6 starts, he's 4-1. He has a 2.84 ERA over 38 innings pitched. He has 65 Ks, which is super gross.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's held opponents to a 178 batting average. I made this, like I said, I had Notre Dame the slight edge and everything, but I just don't know enough about Notre Dame yet, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Florida State 2 out of 3. I don't know. I just don't like the Irish. They haven't played a lot compared to these other teams.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame.
You're going with Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think the reason they lost that series to Louisville was because they just couldn't stop their bats, and I don't think Florida State's offense is nearly as good as Louisville's is. And I think Notre Dame's pitching is very good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Irish.
All right, I like that.
Even though I hate Notre Dame.
Yeah. I think that's why I didn't take them.
A little biased.
Yeah, a little bit. Next game we got is 1 Tennessee at 9 Vanderbilt. Tennessee is 24-1. They've won 16 straight. They post a 6-0 conference record. Vanderbilt is 20-4. They're 4-2 in conference play. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's hard to. I mean, with what Tennessee has done this year, it's hard to pick against them.
Yeah.
And like Virginia earlier, they lead Vanderbilt, or they have an edge in basically all those categories that I was looking at.
Yeah, I think defensively is where they're almost identical.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, this team has been, leaps ahead of every team in the country.
Yeah, that's why they're number 1.
Yeah, and why they're 24-1.
Yeah, for sure.
My player for them is going to be pitcher Chase Burns.
Yeah, I talked about him last week.
Yeah, he's thrown 33 and 2/3 innings with a .8 ERA and a .74 WHIP. Dude's nasty.
For Tennessee, my hitter is Drew Gilbert. Through 18 games, he's hit 490. He has a 611 on base percentage. He has 2 home runs, which it doesn't blow you away, but he's 27 RBIs, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to talk about Redmond Walsh. He has 10 appearances, 3 saves. He's posted a 0.75 ERA over 12 innings pitched with 16 Ks. So back end of the game, I think he's going to be able to shut it down for the Vols. For Vanderbilt, who you got?
I have Carter Young, my cousin.
Nice.
He's hit 4 homers this year with a .554 slug, 18 walks, 4 doubles, and 3 triples.
Okay.
I only went with him because he's my cousin, so.
That's fair. I have Enrique Bradfield Jr. through 23 games.
Enrique Iglesias.
He's hit 333. He has a 421 on base percentage, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, but dude has 14 steals through 23 games, which is pretty gross. And then Thomas Schultz through 9 appearances, he has 4 saves. He's gone 11 1/3, posting a 2.38 ERA with 16 Ks. So I think if Vanderbilt can have a lead in the back end here, he's going to be able to shut it down.
The big statement there was if.
Yeah. What do you have?
I'm taking Tennessee.
Sweep or what?
Just 2. I don't think they'll sweep Vanderbilt.
I don't think
they did
they will
Ole
either.
Miss. I think Vanderbilt's a really good team. Ole Miss is a good team. I think Vanderbilt might be a little better.
Yeah. I'm going to take Tennessee 2 out of 3 too. I don't think. I mean, it'll come back in our face and the Vols will sweep them, but I think it's going to be hard to take one away against Vanderbilt. So, last series we got is Stanford at 3, Oregon State. Stanford is 12-8. They have a 4-5 conference record, and Oregon State is 19-5. They're 6-3 in conference play. What are you thinking?
I like this matchup. Actually, no, I don't, because Oregon looks like the better team, and Oregon State looks like the better team, and I don't like Oregon State.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like them, it's just I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pretty much lead in almost every category.
Except pitching. I think Stanford's better in pitching.
Yeah, even then, I don't think it's much of a difference.
Yeah, I think Stanford has a 3.69 ERA compared to Oregon State's 4.61. Everything else is kind of comparable. I think the thing is Oregon State's just a much better hitting team right now. They have a 336 to Stanford's 278 average. They have 214 RBIs to Stanford's 101. And then they have a 444 on base percentage to Stanford's 370.
Yeah, I mean, Stanford's striking out more, walking more. Yeah.
Who are your players to watch? Let's move to that real quick.
For Oregon, or for Stanford, I have Colby Shade, otherwise known as Cheese Cover.
Love it.
I made that up myself.
I like that.
He's hitting 412, and he's got a 1.135 OPS. So
okay.
And I like his name.
Yeah. Stanford, my hitter to watch is first baseman Carter Graham. Through 20 games, he's hit 382. He has 6 homers and 22 RBIs. And then I have lefty Drew Dowd. Through 6 starts, he's 4-0. He's posted a 2.81 ERA over 32 innings pitched with 34 Ks. How about Oregon State? Who you got?
I have Justin Thornstinson.
Okay.
He's batting 1,000 right now.
How many at bats does he have?
1.
I like it.
I also have Connor Herpy.
Cooper
Herpy.
Yep.
Well, when I think of Herpy, I just think Connor.
That's messed up.
And he's posted a 2.41 ERA with he's gone 33 and 2/3 innings, and he's got a 2.02 opponent batting average.
He also has 51 Ks, and he's a perfect 6-0 through 6 starts.
Yeah.
My hitter is right fielder Justin Boyd. Through 23 games, he's hit 405, 543 on base percentage with 2 home runs and 24 RBIs. He also has 14 stolen bases.
Who you go with?
I wanted to take Stanford, but I'm gonna take Oregon State 203 at home.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I feel like we didn't pick different enough.
Not really, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Stanford.
Okay.
I don't like Oregon State.
Yeah. That's fair.
Stanford. Even though I don't.
Stanford's
I'm not confident in my pick.
Stanford's been looking rough, dude.
They have.
All right, what are your honorable mentions? I'll let you go and then I'll go.
I have Oregon at UCLA in the City of Angels. I'm gonna go with the Ducks. Obviously, that's an easy pick for me.
I'm taking UCLA.
I won't be surprised by that. Then we have Pepperdine at Gonzaga. I'm gonna go with Pepperdine. A little bit of an upset.
Yeah.
And then I got Louisiana Tech at Southern Miss, and I'm gonna go with Southern Miss.
Well, you know who I'm taking.
The Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think they played this season already in a weak matchup. I think Southern Miss will get it done again.
Okay. I got my honorable mentions are Virginia Tech at 18 UNC. Virginia Tech is 15-6. They've won 5 straight. UNC is 19-6. I'm gonna take the Tar Heels here, 2 out of 3 at home. My next game is NC State at Clemson. NC State is 16-8. Clemson is 17-7. Give me the Wolfpack sweep and the Wolfpack re-entering the top 25.
Okay. I was actually going to ask you about that later.
Yeah.
But go with your last 2 games.
Okay. My last game is 8 Texas versus Oklahoma at Globe Life Field. Texas is 19-8. Oklahoma is 15-8. I'm going to take Texas 2 out of 3 winning this rivalry set. I kind of wanted to take Oklahoma, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it. I think that Cowboy win they had, I think it was kind of dumb luck. I don't think they're going to be able to repeat that and
Caught
win the
lightning in a
series.
bottle one day.
Yeah. So
nice. My final thought. Who you think after this weekend could enter the top 25 besides NC State?
Besides NC State?
Yeah. You think Maryland could jump back in?
No. I'm going to pick another Big Ten team. I'm going to pick Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
I think Purdue's 19-2 right now. Let me look that up. You pick your team real quick. Who do you think?
I think Southern Miss could end up in the top 25.
Okay.
If they have a big week. I would say NC State too. I think they could do it.
Yeah, Purdue is 18-2. They have a series against Illinois this weekend. So I think if they sweep that, they have a good chance to be in the top 25.
Only 2 losses.
And then counter you, if Louisiana Tech takes this series, I think
they could do it. They could enter too.
They could be number 25, I think.
I think so too.
So
especially with UConn or TCU.
Yeah, or even Texas State if they have a rough weekend. So all right. Well, that is it for today.
Yeah, episode 11.
Yeah, as always, make sure to follow us on Spotify. Give us that 5-star rating. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up.
Hit the bell for notifications.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Omaha Dreams Pod. Have a great weekend.
May the force be with you.